Hey folks, Brian here, your honest mechanic. Today we're discussing a crucial component in your vehicle's steering system, the power steering pump. Before we dive into the symptoms of a failing pump, let's first understand what it is and how it works. A power steering pump is responsible for providing hydraulic pressure to assist you in turning the steering wheel. Without it, steering would require a lot more effort, especially at lower speeds or when your vehicle is stationary. The pump is usually driven by a serpentine belt connected to the engine's crankshaft, and it pressurizes the power steering fluid, which then flows through hoses to the steering gear. There are two main types of power steering systems, hydraulic and electric. Hydraulic power steering, HPS, is the more traditional setup, where the pump is typically located on the front of the engine, near the alternator and air conditioning compressor. The pressurized fluid is sent to either a rack and pinion or a recirculating ball steering gear, which assists in turning the wheels when you turn the steering wheel. On the other hand, electric power steering, EPS, uses an electric motor instead of a hydraulic pump. The motor is usually mounted directly on the steering rack or column, depending on the specific design. In a rack-mounted EPS system, the motor assists the rack's movement, reducing the effort needed to turn the wheels. In a column-mounted EPS system, the motor is located on the steering column, just below the steering wheel, and applies torque to the steering shaft to assist your steering input. Now that we've covered the basics, let's move on to the symptoms of a bad power steering pump. One of the most common signs is a whining or groaning noise, especially when turning the steering wheel. The noise might get louder as you turn the wheel or when your car is cold. This happens because the pump isn't able to maintain the right amount of pressure in the system, causing that annoying noise. Another symptom is stiff or heavy steering. If you feel like you're getting a serious arm workout just trying to turn the wheel, particularly at lower speeds, it's time to check your power steering pump. You might also notice a delay in steering response or a feeling of resistance when turning the wheel. This happens when the pump isn't providing enough assistance, making it harder for you to steer. A squealing noise when you first start your car, which goes away as you continue driving, could also indicate a failing power steering pump. This noise is usually caused by a loose or worn belt that's not turning the pump effectively. Fluid leaks are another sign to watch out for. Power steering fluid is usually reddish in color and has a distinct smell. If you notice this type of leak under your vehicle, it's a pretty clear sign that there's an issue with your power steering system. A leak can cause the pump to work harder than it should, leading to premature wear and tear. If you hear a groaning noise when your car is idling or feel the steering wheel jerk or pull to one side, either while driving or idling, these could also be signs of a failing power steering pump. So, what causes a power steering pump to go bad? Age and wear are common factors, as seals and other components can degrade over time, leading to leaks and reduced performance. Contaminated power steering fluid can also cause problems, as dirt and debris can damage the pump and clog up the system. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms we've discussed, the best course of action is to have your vehicle inspected by a professional mechanic. They'll be able to diagnose the issue and recommend the appropriate repairs. In most cases, a bad power steering pump will need to be replaced. It's not a cheap fix, but it's definitely worth it for the safety and drivability of your vehicle. So, there you have it. I hope this video has helped you understand what a power steering pump is, how it works, and the signs that indicate it might be failing. Remember, if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, don't ignore them. Get your vehicle checked out by a trusted mechanic to keep yourself and others safe on the road. If you found this video informative, please give it a like, and consider subscribing to the Honest Mechanic channel for more helpful car maintenance tips and advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.